Hi, I'm Patrick, and in this video, we're in Minecraft. This block is very important. Not this one exactly, because I put this here a long time ago in 2019, I believe, when I started this world. But this was the point where it all started, this world. And the sun's going down, so I had better talk fast. But when I first started, this was all, this area was all woods, and there was kind of a plains area behind where that wall is. But you see that right there? That's why I'm making a Minecraft with Patrick video. And I know most of the recent viewers have probably been here for trucking videos, but I do occasionally make Minecraft videos. But that 150 is because I just hit 150 subscribers. I don't have any fireworks, I just have rockets. Yeah, oh well. I forgot to clean up before I started. And like I said, the sun's going down, so the first thing I did was I built shelter, which just happens to be there was a hole in the ground right here, and I dug into it. This was all dark, and a long time ago monsters came out when light was, what was light level? I think it was like 12 was the brightness you had to have, so you basically had to have torches everywhere. So I slowly expanded, and this actually, towards the end of my stay in the hole, I built a shelter here, and I slowly expanded out. I don't know why I have that there. This was a wall, and I kept hearing monsters behind it, and I slowly came in with torches and realized that there was actually another entrance back here. And so this is where I spent the first several weeks, or at least the first several days. This was my base, and I went down here. I dug this out, came into another cave system. I slowly worked my way down into that, and then had to climb back out. That was fun. I think I used a water bucket to climb in and out. Also climbed down here. Not going down there. It's all lit up, but I'm not going. How do I get out of here? Oh, right here. Okay, so I do not. Oh, let's see. I don't spend time here anymore, and I didn't spend a lot of time here to begin with, because this was my first base. But then I went over here. And over here, I built a house. You can see my attempt at a Tennessee state flag up there. And I built a house, and I heard that people really hated diorite. So, of course, I built the basement out of diorite. Let's not ask what happened there. So I decorated. I've got a little table. For a little while I had villagers living here. Not anymore. This was my first enchanting room. This is where I started out. I even had a enchanting supply box. I still have some lapis here. That's nice. A stone pickaxe and a bow. I was probably planning on enchanting those. Here's an exit to stairway I made. I've got a farm. I got a ranch. I got sheep. I got cows, pigs. There's chickens running around somewhere. That was my first horse stable. Some llamas showed up, and yeah, they decided to stay. I'll get to that. One more floor, top floor, and never really did much up here. Did have my bed. This was actually my bedroom. Okay, so this was actually a window where I could see my first attempt at building a tower. And you can see that's way off in the distance on an island. I just took a bunch of cobblestone and just started building up. There's a stairway on the inside that you go up, spiral. And there's a boat dock there. They used to be my fishing dock. You can see every now and then I built those spirals going up. That was where I would climb up to look out around the area and see from a little bit higher up. That building there was another tower that I built, and my first nether portal is in that. Over there, that is actually a water tower that I made. I climbed up on blocks. At the top, I put a water bucket so that I could climb back up onto it, and that's been there for a long time. That was a iron golem in my iron farm. That's actually a newer thing that I built. I don't know what I was doing with that, but I put water on one side and lava on the other, and just kind of let it go. Actually, I'm going to go on down to the basement. When I started to dig underground, this is where I went. I had actually a rail set up here that I would take all the way down here. I'll talk about that later maybe. And come right here, and I would go down very deep all the way to, what was it, Y11, Y12. I did this, I was trying to find slime chunks. It never worked. But anyway, for a while you could actually climb up to ground level there. So these redstone torches were to power rails that I could ride that extremely long distance. There's a second way to climb down that I built later, and then I got rid of the rails completely. Okay, so I don't know where the chickens are. Don't know why there's sheep with pigs. I don't know. Where are they? Yep, there's one. There used to be several fish in this. I found those in a swamp, I think. Or maybe I got them from a trader. But the fish, there's actually a coral reef somewhere out there. But my next entrance into the mine came this way, and this might be, yeah, I just tunneled down. I tunneled down there, tunnel down here, which there's actually an exit there, and then this was all very scary because I can't believe how much iron and coal I left. But this was all dark and monsters all over the place. Now it's lit up, and back then this level of light was not exactly friendly, because you had to be really bright to stop the monsters. So, and I didn't use stairs. I do have auto jump. I've always had auto jump. I started Minecraft before that was an option, or after that was an option. So I think the automatic default setting was auto jump on. So I didn't know any better. I'm not going to walk this whole bridge because now I can fly. Watch this. Watch this. Ow. So this became my turtle island. Lots of turtles here. Got lots of scoots. Built a boat dock where the boats are filled with turtles. Got a skylight there. That's the ground entrance. This is a bed. Give it about 3 seconds here. There we go. So we climbed up there. This is another mine that I had, and this was the first portal. And I'm just going to tell you, this portal doesn't go where it used to, because I definitely did not come out on the roof. Definitely did not. And even though the portal goes to there, the new portal that I use, Nethergate Pyramid, if you know what that means, you know what it means. Complete with the American flag, because this is Portal Gate Command. Definitely on Earth. Yeah. So this was all woods. I never really changed this. I did have to clear out that mountain. I did not have a beacon when I cleared out this hill to build this pyramid. I didn't know what I was doing. I found some bamboo somewhere and just grew it, and found out this is pretty deep, and for some reason this is an ocean, so there's tropical fish, and there's squids, and there's dolphins, and I tried to stay away from that. I built this waterfall. This was my crop farm. You can see I used trapdoors to cover the water. And then I had pumpkins, melons, wheat, carrots, beets, sugar cane, all the stuff that I needed to grow. This rail came later when I built what is now my main base, which, believe it or not, is not that castle or that giant tower. It's actually way that tower that's past the bridge there is the north. That's north. So that's east. So the northeastern corner of the wall around my base. And after I built that base, I built this rail system that goes all the way there. And that base is built around a village, so I used the rail to bring villagers over here. And this is supposed to be kind of like, I was inspired by the Washington Monument. Yeah. Okay. With the render distance, that's way over at my mansion. We'll talk about that later. I've showed this before. This is where I do mangrove tree farm manually. And then this iron farm is a Waddles style iron farm. It was supposed to be in the spawn chunks. The way I understand it, spawn chunks don't exist anymore. It's actually a little bit off of where, when they changed that, they reduced the number of chunks, and this was outside that radius. So I actually had to go into the LAN mode so I could run the setting to expand the spawn chunk radius. But it worked so well that yeah, I'll never need iron again. That's why I just turned it off. That is a tower of redstone torches that goes up and turns on some trapdoors that block those villagers. I never use these villagers. Some of them have some trades. I think this, no, not him. One of these guys had something that was useful. Class protection, maybe. Silk touch. Yeah, I've got extra silk touch. I never use these villagers. I just kind of put them here and then abandon them. I even blocked off. You can climb all the way to the top, and I blocked that off. I'm terrible. They never get to visit the top. But anyway. Okay, so this video took longer than I had planned, but I've always wanted to do a world tour, and believe it or not, this is nowhere near the world. Nowhere near. I have bases spread all over. There is one base where I actually went way over there and left everything at home and started a whole new life over there. And I played there until I made it to the end and beat the dragon for like the 15th time with only things I had collected in that new part of the world. And after I did that, I came back and just continued on over here. So, don't worry. There will be an American Truck Simulator video coming out on Monday. And until then, thanks for watching. And have a nice day. Because you have to do this. It's required. This and this are required, and that all at once.